Tongue tastes like a dying wire. A hum beneath the floorboard starts to climb. I'm tracing every fracture in the porcelain ceiling. My marrow turns to lead in half the time. The walls are breathing rhythmic and slow. The mercury is rising where the blood used to flow. Crush the ribs until the oxygen is a luxury. Screaming in the frequencies that no one hears. Shatter the glass inside the inner ear. We are the static in the machinery. Until the world is a smudge, a salt crust forming on the edge of the skin. I'm digging for the signal in the rhythmic sludge, where the ending stops and the nerves begin. Not a ghost, just a glitch. Pull the lever. Crush your ribs until the oxygen is a luxury. Screaming in the frequencies that no one hears. Shatter the glass inside the inner ear. We are the static and the machinery. Home remains a copper stain. Anatomy behind, stabbed in the marrow, screaming in the jaw, tearing at the fabric. surgery to quiet the brain. The walls are breathing a rhythmic heat. There's no more air for the lungs to receive. I'm tasting the pennies, the copper is thick, the clock in the cranium. Tick, tick, tick. It's so quiet under the layers, beneath the grease and the rusted prayers. No more ghosts, no more wait, just the cold, clean turn of the gate. Kill the rind, leave the useless anatomy behind. Step in the marrow, screaming in the jaw, tearing at the fabric of the broken law. My blood is like current of silver and grease, seeking the friction, begging for cease. I'm the glitch in the primary cell, a hollowed out ghost in a chrome-plated shell. Copper on the tongue. Hollow in the lung, zero in the head. Better off instead. Taste of static on the tongue, while iron cylinders inhale the sulfur fumes. A mercury pulse beneath the thinning skin inside the architecture of these concrete rooms. My marrow vibrates with the sub-bass weight. I track the movement of the hydraulic floor. The clock is ticking like a rusted gate. Don't remember who I was before. Voltage climbing up the spinal cord. Pressure blooming in the hollow skull. Synapse snapping like a brittle cord. Nothing left inside the mental hole. Drowning in the heavy liquid lead. Grinding teeth against the serrated steel. Every memory is a wire fed to the hunger that we cannot feel. Static hemorrhage spilling through the brain. System failure in the pouring rain. Feel the pain. I smell the ozone where the circuit broke. The cinder burnt out plastic and regret. We wrap our failures in a shroud of smoke, a debt we haven't even tasted yet. My fingers twitch against the cold keypad, tracing patterns of the ghost I knew. It's being broken is the latest fad, then I am perfectly designed for you. Shatter the frame, break oil, so don't delay. Drowning in the heavy liquid lead, pointing teeth against the serrated steel. Every memory is a wire fed to the hunger that we cannot carpet taste the static on the tongue. The carpet taste the static. 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 The carpet taste the static. 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 The carpet taste the static on the tongue. The carpet taste the static on the tongue. The carpet taste the static on the tongue. Disconnected. The carpet taste. 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 The carpet. The carpet taste. The carpet taste. The carpet. The carpet taste. The carpet taste. The carpet. The carpet taste the static. The carpet taste the static. The carpet taste the static on the tongue. 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 The carpet taste. Needle points beneath the skin. My vascular pump stutters tightly strung. Where does the machine end and I begin? Beneath the pressurized obsidian sky, the marrow in my shins is turning cold. I watch the silver fluid multiply within the circuitry I'm forced to roll. Static climbing up the spine. Binary twitching in the eye. Gravity is thickening like brine, waiting for the architecture to die. Fracture the silence. Grind a bone to white dust, peripheral violence. Feed the gears with the rust. Fracture the silence. Swallow the mercury flood. Perfect defiance. Boiling the mercury blood. And the oil and the grit and the hum and the rot and the way the floorboards shiver in the hall. Every single memory is just a black clot spilling from the cracks inside the plaster wall. My feudum nails are peeling back like wet bark. I see the teeth of gears behind your smiling face. The atmosphere is heavy, suffocating, stark, leaving not a single atom, not a trace. Just a click, just a hum. My synaptic ghost is becoming numb. Fracture the silence. Grind the bones to white dust. Peripheral violence. Feed the gears with the rust. Fracture the silence. Swallow the mercury flood. Perfect defiance. Boiling the mercury blood. The click wins. The click wins. The click. System failure. System Static wins. Static wins. system. The copper takes. The copper takes. The copper takes. The copper hands, the copper hands, the copper tanks, the copper tanks, the copper tanks, static wins. The static wins. System failure. System failure. System failure. The copper tang is stuck up on the tongue. The tongue, the tongue, the tongue. The copper tang is stuck up on the tongue. The copper tang is stuck up on the tongue. The copper tang is stuck up on the tongue. The copper tang is stuck up on the tongue. The copper tang is stuck up on the tongue. The copper tang is stuck up on the tongue. The copper tang is stuck up on the tongue. The copper tang is stuck up on the tongue. The copper. The copper. System failure. System failure. The copper tank is 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 copper tank. System failure.
The copper tan coats the roof of my mouth while the wires hum beneath the porcelain skin. I can hear the marrow vibrating in the bone, a low frequency signal that I cannot disown. The ceiling is descending, the slab of wet slate, crushing the oxygen, sealing my fate. And the pulse and the grit and the hum and the itch and the twitch and the eyelid, a biological glitch, and the walls and the weight and the cold and the gray. Everything functional is starting to fray. Saving the static from the base of the spine. Let the mercury leak through the design. Tearing the circuits, I'm shedding the meat. Put the rhythm of iron in the crunch of the stress. Ciphering the static, let the frequency bleed. Feeding the hunger, blending the seed of a mechanical fever that never will break. How much of this pressure can the cylinder take? The optic nerve is a fraying rope, drenched in the oil of a synthetic hope. My fingerprints smudge on the glass of the clock, while the gears in the tempo begin to lock. No more whispers, just the roar of the turbine, where the blur of the movement becomes the divine. Break the Kaiser! Let it out! in. The heavy ceiling pressing like a bruise. My pulse is stuttering at high velocity. My optic nerve is fraying at the edge. I am the ghost within the iron frame. I am the static in the marrow bone. Vibrate the spine until the world dissolves. The rhythmic muscle hammers in the cage. The oil slick sky is swallowing the sun. We are the data leaking from the wire. The cold metal of the door frame, my mud brow, the smell of ozone in the rotting rain. I count the seconds in the phosphor glare until the shadow it consumes the room. Just connect the lead, isolate the nerve. Everything is white, everything is numb. Vibrate the spine until the world dissolves. The rhythmic muscle hammers in the cage. The oil slick sky is swallowing the sun. We are the data leaking from the wire. Flicker. Fade. The wire is flicker. A copper team's blooming on the roof of my mouth. A compass spinning nowhere as the birds fly south. I am swallowing the static from the television screen. A ghost inside the chassis of a fractured machine. My vertebrae are rattling like dice in a cup. The ceiling needs a pressure plate that will not let me up. Friction in the wiring, marrow turning cold. Synapses are firing. Silver charged to my collapse along. Reach the obsidian sky. The smoke on the tongue. When the terminal lies. Crystal machinery. Grind down the bone. A digital scenery. Left all alone. Left all alone. I hear the hum of tungsten in the walls of the cell. A sulfur-scented memory of a personal hell. The sidewalk is a jagged tooth that is biting my feet, while the iron tasting mercury is flooding the street. No pulse in the rhythm, just the weight of the lead. A collection of the whispers that I kept in my head. Everything is brittle. Everything is glass. Wait for the impact. Wait for it to pass. Collapse the lung. The copper tank, a panic coats the roof of my mouth. Static crawls beneath my skin, vibrating south. Mercury veins pulsing under the street lamp, sickling you. Every breath is a needle piercing right through. My marrow hums with the frequency of a failing grid, exposing the secrets that the concrete never hid. The walls are sweating cold, the story's never told. Pressure in the skull, the 808's taking hold. Fracture the solids, let the silver rot unfold. Shatter the glass in my optic nerve, trace the jagged lines of the razor curves. The city is a ribcage locking us in a scream of the turbine under my skin. Vibrate the bone till the memory snaps, falling through the cracks of the mental maps. Grinding my molars through a fine white dust. The oxygen taste of iron and ancient rust. No constellations in the ceiling, just a web of black wire feeding the hunger of the lithium furnace. Witness the weight that the gravity earned us. My eyelids are twitching, the signal is nervous. Syncopated pulse rhythm, flicker, glitch. The phantom in the circuitry is starting to twitch. Terminal signal. Copper on the tongue. Ritter's figure.
Upon the gums, the lungs are heavy with the weight of lead. The clock hand stutters on the plaster wall, ticking through the layers of the unsaid. I feel the mercury inside the veins, thick liquid dragging down the skeletal frame. Glass is grinding in the marrow now, the ghost has forgotten its own name. The walls are breathing, the floor is teeth, the pressure's building. My way out. Synaptic fracture, tearing through the wire. A chemical eruption, the electric surge. Taste the static, I'm feeling the grind. The machinery is consuming the mind. Synaptic fracture, the system is down. Drown in the frequency, wear the crown. Susan Grip. Watch the iris shrink into a pin. The cold machines crawling under skin. Every nerve is a jagged edge of rust, turning all the history into dust. I hear the humming of the high voltage line, replacing every pulse that once was mine. The signals bleeding through the obsidian screen, the most beautiful disaster ever seen. The silence is a physical weight, creasing the ribs with the force of fate. It's cold, it's sharp, it's far. Sunburned skin, I taste copper and cold grease on the floorboards. A tectonic shudder moves through my vertebrae. My lungs are filling with heavy liquid lead. I am counting the cracks in the porcelain sky, waiting for the ceiling to finally descend. The valve is leaking, the pressure is spiking. The valve is leaking, the pressure is spiking. Collapse under the weight of the black ink. Grind your teeth until the enamel turns to dust. My ribs are snapping like dry winter twigs. Everything is vibrating at the frequency of pain. Feel the mercury rising in the veins. Strip the insulation from the nerve endings. Watch the spark dance on the wet concrete. Time is a jagged blade in a rotating gear. I am a ghost trapped in an unlit circuit. Don't look at the window, the glass is screaming. Just listen to the hum of the dying engine. Cold, so cold. The silence is a physical bruise. Now rip it open. Collapse under the weight of the black ink. Grind your teeth until the enamel turns to dust. My ribs are snapping like dry winter twigs. Everything is vibrating at the frequency of pain. Feel the mercury rising in the veins. Copper on the tongue. Heavy liquid lead. Mercury lung. Mercury lung.